Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of Bugle Back Reps this week. I'm Martin.
And I'm Martin too.
Battle on Minds today. So this week we've got Drukhari from myself this week, not George, taking on
My Dark Angels.
Dark Angels back again. We're a very disgusting list, I'd say.
Certainly a different list. A mix of Green Wing and Deathwing, putting the Raven Wing away for a game.
Yeah. So obviously we know each other from Mad for Miniatures.
Yep.
As well as met at some tournaments, but we have never played each other.
We have not. We've managed to avoid each other barely in some cases, but either one of us does well and the other one does badly, or vice versa.
Yeah. So it's Battle on Minds today. Looking forward to this because both bought quite competitive lists. Because you said bring the nastiest you can. So
yeah.
I banged out the Drukhari as issued. So yeah, that's it. So we'll come back with the army list. Okay, so for Drukhari today, I'm running 2 patrol detachments of Kabal and Brackart. My warlord today is going to be Jahaza, and he's going to have the warlord trait to reroll all hits and wounds, because why wouldn't he with him? And then I have a Master Archon, which I've paid for the upgrade of 15 points. Can't remember what it's called. He's got the relic, the Djin braid, so the 3 damage nastiness, and he's also got Aged Evil, it's called, for the Fight Last ability. So then into troops, it's a spread out between 2 patrols. So I got 4 units of 10 Kabalite warriors, each with a blaster in. Now I've got 1 unit of 10 Kabalite Trueborn warriors, and then there we've got 2 blasters, a Splinter cannon, and the rest of rifles. All of them are going to be in a raider each. So I've got 5 raiders, all with dark lances, and there'll be Brackart as well. Into elites, I have 2 units of 5 incubi, all with the climax, and both units of them will be starting in a venom each. The venoms, I've got just Splinter rifles, Splinter cannons, and Grizzly trophies, I think it's called. Gives me 3 extra attacks in combat.
Lots of nastiness.
Because venoms have braid artists, so why would he be rushing them in? And then finally, I have 3 Ravagers, all with dizzy guns. Because I still like dizzy guns, just for a Marine killing. Minus 3/2 damage is actually quite tasty.
Oh, I shouldn't have brought Marines then.
Yeah. So yeah, there's 2,000 points off. In the Trueborn, I've got a Phantasm grenade launcher. So if I beat your leadership, I do a mortal wound.
Yep.
Something like that. So there's 2,000 points on the nose. It's starting with 11 command points. And obviously Kabal and Brackart. So I get access to Ages of Vet. So you know about that?
Yep. Turn off a strat.
Not turning off. So like, say first round you done transhuman.
Yep.
I vect it. So then for the rest of the game,
Cost 1 more.
it costs you 1 more.
Yeah.
So whatever you use quite often, most likely I will vect.
Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, the Deathwing come with transhuman built in.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
I'm sure you got some shenanigans.
Oh, I'm sure I have a couple.
So we'll move on to the Dark Angels list.
Okay, so my list is very much split into 2 distinct roles. I've got a Deathwing Vanguard detachment that contains my Warlord, which is a Master of Sanctity Interrogator Chaplain, with Litany of Hate, Litany of Faith, and Canticle of Hate. So really trying to buff the melee side of the Deathwing. And he will be working with his Deathwing cohort of 10 Deathwing Knights, 10 Relic Terminators, each with Combi Bolter and Lightning Claw, including 2 of the grenade launchers, and a Deathwing Ancient with the Relic Pennant of Remembrance. The Interrogator Chaplain is also using the Relic Plasma Pistol, Atonement, because it looks like fun. I'm not convinced it's competitive, but it looks like fun. The Green Wing side of it has a lieutenant to head up the patrol, and a unit of 10 heavy intercessors to serve as a troops choice, with the heavy option, 42-inch range heavy bolt rifles, the executors, including 2 of the heavy executors, so I can dish out 12 shots at AP 2 damage or 3 damage.
I see.
From 42 inches.
I've seen heavy intercessors yet and play, so.
And I've not used them, so this will be a bit of an experiment.
It'll be interesting.
And then also in that detachment we have a Leviathan Dreadnought with dual storm cannon arrays and a hunter killer missile because I had 5 points, and 10 heavy Hellblasters. Again, we're going for heavy, even though assault is usually the preference in Dark Angels for the volume of shots. I've decided to go for the range, and if they're overcharged and weapons of the Dark Age, then that's 4 damage per shot.
Nasty.
Which is all kinds of fun for me.
Got a lot of involves to make then. Right?
Yeah. That's it, and that's the list.
I do. 2,000 points on those?
Dead on.
Not giving me nothing.
Nope.
Right, so that's both the armies list. They're both down below in the description. We go check out and probably argue over, like my other do. So today we're playing mission priority target.
That's the one.
Mission, whatever it's called. Same one as happened last week. So, yeah. So terrain on the table. All the ruins in the middle are skirring, as well as Bastardons. Bastardons? That's the
Bastions.
Bastions. And in the corners, both the tower things are skirring as well. Each side of the table, we've got all skirring terrain with the walkways and the pipes and trains and stuff. And then in the opposite corners, we've got light cover with the containers and true line of sight. So that's the mission, that's the terrain. So we'll come back after, or secondaries.
Secondaries.
What have you taken?
So I've taken priority target.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Who takes that on this mission?
I know. Priority targets for locking down this objective. I'm going to take Stubborn Defiance, which is points for locking down this objective.
Yep.
And I'm going to take Oaths of the Moment for holding the centre predominantly, as well as some points for killing stuff.
Yep.
Not
Smart ones. So for me, I took priority target.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Nice, I've also taken retrieve Octavius data, because it's an easy one for Drukhari to do. And the third one, I've gone for herd prey. There was that or engage on all fronts. I think herd prey might be a better one against you.
I'm not particularly fast.
You're a slave bastard.
I am.
So
my army is too.
If I can just delete you from table quarters, that'll make me happy.
Yeah.
But so that is secondaries, that is the mission, that is the terrain. So we'll come back after deployment. Okay, so deployment's done. So for the Drukhari, we have Venom with Jahaza and Incubion, Venom with Archon and Incubion, Raider and Kabalites, Raider and Trueborn, the little flag here, Ravager, Raider Warriors, Ravager, Raider Warriors, Ravager, Raider Warriors. Everything's on the table, nothing's signed in reserve. One thing I forgot to mention on army list is all the Ravagers have the shock prowess. So then over onto Dark Angels, they'll talk through how you set up.
Yeah, of course. So a lot of my points are going to come from keeping this objective locked down. So to that end, I've got heavy intercessors pretty much spaced out to, not that I'm expecting combat turn 1, but to help mitigate the amount of the objective that bodies can cover.
You may be surprised. I can advance and charge turn 1.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm by far.
I'm prepared. The Leviathan Dreadnought is there to assist with rerolls and take some shots at things that are likely to appear. Yep. With some heavy Hellblasters up here for some viewpoints. They are likely going to get shot off there.
Yeah, big old front line.
Yeah. And the Deathwing put their Terminator armor on the front line. the main goal is that they are the ones that are hoping to get into combat as quickly as possible.
Hoping.
With the characters there in support in between the two squads.
Okay. So, who wants first hand?
I do.
You do?
I do.
I'll try like as well.
Oh, really?
So let's roll off. I'm using the trusty Drukhari dice. 2, so 1.
That'll do it.
Oh,
I should have brought the Dark Angel dice.
So Drukhari turn 1 it'll be. Any pre-game shenanigans from you?
No.
No? And nothing from me. So I'll come back after Drukhari movement, turn 1. Okay, Drukhari turn 1. So over here, Jahars have disembarked and roll to advance, try and get closer. You roll back to advance, so he's land here. So the Venoms come across to protect him, still the Incubi inside. Raider with Trueborn moved across. Over here, the Archon did disembark and rolled a 6 on the advance. So he's got a mighty old run up into the front line, hoping to cause some problems. Raider here's moved on to objective with his shock prow sticking over. And all the boats just moved up to get line of sight onto various targets. In the corner, we disembarked and done retrieve data in that corner. And the Raider, empty Raider, moved on to objective. Also disembarked back here, choose to hold the objective, and empty Raider moved up. So that's it for movement, so we'll come up and shooting. Okay, so we're kicking off shooting. So we're going to start with the Ravager back here. And he's going to shoot into the Hellblasters on top of the train.
With transhuman.
Yeah, so mine's went transhuman. I haven't vectored it because I think he's got other tricks in his book. So it's 9 shots, hitting on freeze, and then I can reroll 1 for bringing back hot. So there you go, 1 miss. And strength 5, so we'll be reading on freeze for 4 because of transhuman. So great. So 4 and -3. So you got your cover save.
Yep.
5 ups. 2 damage each.
So that'll be 3 miserable fails.
Yep, 3 dead. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to do the second Ravager. Actually, throughout we'll do the Dark Lance in case you do some dodgy movements. So Dark Lance, it's on freeze. 4 is because of transhuman. 1 at -4. So 6 up.
6 up. And it'll fail.
D3 plus 3
plus 3, so that'll be another one melted.
Yep. And move it along. So we'll go Ravager, Dizzy Guns into him. Can you guess I don't like your Hellbusters?
Yeah, I kind of picked that up.
So Dizzy Guns, hit on freeze.
I have never seen a roll like that.
And we rolled a 1 for back up.
Do you want to roll that many 1s instead for the wounds?
Just the back heart. Reading on 4s because transhuman. And bad to set back out.
Yeah.
So 4 -3, so 5 ups. 4 more dead.
Ouch.
Then we got another Dark Lancer. And surprise, surprise, it's going to go into Hellbusters. The hit on freeze. Reroll 1 for back hot. The hits. 4s because transhuman. So again, 1 of 6 up.
6 up.
1
I
more
need
dead.
to get me some of your dice.
So that's nice. So, I'm not actually going to finish at 1 troop. Because you're going to fail morale on that, I reckon. Or you're going to force 17 points. Because you got over some movement.
I do.
So, that I'm going to leave on 1 troop. So, Raider here is going to stick his Dark Lance into these cheeky little bastards.
Okay.
Do you know what time it is? Or Deathwing? Death Knights?
Deathwing Knights.
Deathwing Knights. So 1 Dark Lance, hit on freeze.
It's 5.
Yep. And 4 is because of transhuman shenanigans. Nope. So, into the middle. So again we're going to go. Actually, I need to make measures from distance. So next we're going to go Raider here, Dark Lance into these ones. Any shenanigans?
Only the same as you'd expect.
Yep.
Permanent transhuman being in a circle.
So hit on freeze, hits, 4s, yes, 1 at -4.
I'll take it.
Always saves it. So then the Ravager will go into him as well. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit on 3s. You're 1 for back up. And then wounding on 4s. In 3. Mine's 3. You're in cover. So 4 up. 2 damage each.
2 damage each, so that'll be 1 bites the dust.
Okay. Then we move on to the Trueborn Raider. The Dark Lance will go in first.
So the same squad?
Yep. We all 1 for back up.
Yep.
Hits. 4s. Nothing. So then the open top will shoot into him as well. So there we got 2 blasters, Splinter Cannon, and the rifles. So blasters first. So hitting on 2s because they're Trueborn. Strength 8, but still 4s. So then we've got a Splinter Cannon. Hitting on 2s because I'm Trueborn. Yep. Wounding on 4s anyway because poison. 2 and -1. So back to your normal 2 up.
Still fail 1.
2 damage. And then we have rifles. So hit on 2s. Well then, wounding on 4s. No AP. So
6, 5.
5 saves, 2 up. You fail 1, it'd be nice.
I did fail 1.
Oh, nice.
Exactly 1.
So then we're going to do the Venoms. So start with the back one. So a Splinter Cannon. In on 3s. In on 4s. 1 at -1, so you're still 2 up.
It's fine.
Saved. And Splinter Rifles. We got 1 for back up. 4s. 1, 2 up.
Still fine.
Saved. Other Venom. 2, no 3s. We know 4s. 3 at -1, still 2 up.
And fails 2.
Oh, 2 damage each. Spin cannons. And rifles. 3 hits. 1 wound. 2 up.
And
Takes a wound.
fails.
Oh.
Oh, the dice are not my friends.
Right. That's all my shooting. So then we're going to go on to charge phase. Archon is going to charge. Do I try and pick out your characters? What's your involves on your characters?
The Deathwing Ancient is just the Terminator invuln at 5 up, and the Interrogator Chaplain has a Rosarius 4.
Okay, new measures from distance here. Okay, so after some measuring, it'll be a 9-inch charge in here, 5 there, and a 7 here. So I'm opting for this guy, these guys, because I don't fancy my chances in the middle. So, charging into these guys.
Yep.
Are you going to do Overwatch?
I am not.
Okay, so near 7. That's 11.
That is more than enough.
That's going to be the only charge. So we'll just come back after that. Okay, charges are done. So Archon's come, he's got 11 inches, actually came back towards me. Away from all this shenanigans. So my Archon's got the Aged Evil, which doesn't really make a difference here. And he's got the Djin Braid. So 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh, do take a mortal wound, but I did roll at E1. So 6 hits. Strength 4, so wounding on 4s.
Yep.
Oh, you ripped badly there. So only 1, minus 3.
That'll be my 5 up invuln then. And he will take that quite happily.
Oh. So I take a mortal, and you get to hit me back.
Oh, let me do some moving first.
Okay, so it's time there's 5 back onto the Archon. She's done some piling in. So then you get 21 attacks onto the Archon here. I'm on 4 wounds. I've still got my Shadow Field.
For now.
So hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 2s because the chapter tactic gives them +1 to hit if they didn't move in the last movement phase.
Ugh.
Because it's your turn, they didn't move in the last movement phase. So hitting on 2s.
One drop one.
I did drop one, so I will just use that.
Yep. That's a lot of hits.
Okay, so that is, I think, 18 hits.
Yep, and I'm only T3.
And your T3, so that'll be 3s, re-rolling for lightning claws.
Oh dear.
It's quite a few misses. Oh, but they re-roll into a full set of hits.
Okay, so how many have I got?
So that is 18, my friend.
Okay. So let's get some dice here. Because
You have to roll one
at a time. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, are you ready for this?
No, we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, no,
So-
I'm optimistic.
So, I'm going to do this quite fast. So. Oh. Oh. Yeah, right.
No! If I was, I wouldn't let it show.
Alright, let's put a dice tray.
Is this a pay you
We're
get
halfway.
power from?
Oh!
Hey!
Okay, what's the minus on the...
I believe it's 3, but I do have it in front of me. Lightning Claw is 2.
Minus 2. Let me just check my normal save. Okay, so remaining saves to make. All on 6-ups.
Oh, I would say that's a bit of a splat, wouldn't you?
So he takes 5 plus the one he felt. So even if I re-roll one, I'd still die. Yeah. So you got him. Archon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mehmet. Sorry. Bit disappointing that is.
Not for me.
For me, it's... Sorry, so that's ending the combat. So on to morale for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy this.
Single-
I am just going to take the chance, and I've rolled enough ones so far, mainly on Terminator saves, so let's see if I've got one more in me. No, not quite.
So he runs away.
So he'll run away.
Yep. And that's failed on Oos.
That'll be a fail on oaths.
But he did get a character.
But I did get a character, so, you know.
Yeah. Right, so end of turn 1 for Drukhari.
Let me just do, sorry, if you don't mind me
Yeah.
doing the pile-in,
Yeah.
because there's no way that I'm going to let all this just stand here.
Right, so end of turn 1 for Drukhari. I've got 1 corner on Rod done. Had a prayer, don't score first round. And priority target, I hold my back objective. So I get 3 points there. So then moving into Dark Angels, turn 1 next.
Fantastic.
Okay, Dark Angels, turn 1. What have you done in your command phase?
So in my command phase, I've made sure that the Pen of Remembrance is triggered on the Deathwing Knights, so they have -1 damage now.
Yeah.
They've advanced a mighty 1 inch.
Mighty one.
To which point the characters did not really struggle to keep up. The Interrogator Chaplain has Litany and Canticle of Hate both inspiring, which isn't going to make a massive difference unless you charge me, but you know that's definitely potentially on the cards.
Yep.
And the Terminators have just moved to guarantee charges, give them some options as to where they can go depending on how the shooting phase goes.
Yep.
The Leviathan's moved round the corner. It's stayed there with Wisdom. It's stayed within range of the Heavy Intercessors with Wisdom of the Ancients to give reroll 1s to hit, and it is within range now of this raider.
Yep.
And yeah, that's my movement phase. So
Shooting?
we'll move on to shooting.
Do you know what you're going to shoot?
I know that I'm going to start by shooting this into him.
Yep. Divide it into your radar.
Okay, so
Okay, so 16 shots, you say?
16 shots into that raider.
Yep. I'm not going to light it fast because there's much point on empty radar there.
Oh, I don't mind you burning CP for no reason.
So I've quite a few there.
Right, so rerolling 1s for Wisdom of the Ancient, but 3s to hit because I moved.
No.
Sorry, I lied. 4s to hit because I moved.
No, he's a vehicle, yeah?
3s to hit because...
Because big guns never
Yep.
fire anymore.
Yes, that's true. Be good if I remembered the rules, wouldn't it? Rerolling the 1s for a pair of misses.
Yep. Toughness 6.
Toughness 6, so wounding on 3s. Rerolling the 1s for the Lieutenant, who's tucked away here. and that will be a total of 8 saves at -1.
So some Shadowfield or Fricklefield, 5 up and rolls.
Yep.
So shall I make 4? So 4 go through.
So that's 8 damage.
So he's on 2 wounds.
So he's on 2 wounds.
So he's on 2 wounds, man. You didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. I don't know how I feel about
Won't
that.
lie, I feel quite lucky there.
Yeah. So the Hunter Killer Missile onto that Ravager.
Yeah, so always he tried the 100 kill missile down to here as well.
So it misses.
Misses on 1.
It rerolls.
Misses
on
on
2. Oh, well, that's the best 5 points I've ever spent. Okay. So let's try something.
I'm counting myself a bit lucky there.
Alright, so the inability to roll dice continues into my turn. Okay, so we are going to shoot. The Venom's T5?
Yes,
Yeah.
with -1 to hit,
With
naturally.
-1 to hit. That's fine because I'm +1 to hit for standing still. So we're going to drop 10 heavy intercessors into front Venom.
In that case, I might lightning fast. Yes, I will. To make you -1 again.
Okay. So I am at a net of -1. So I am at 4s to hit.
Yep.
With rerolls of 1 from the Leviathan.
Yep.
So the heavy ones will generate shots that are 3 damage. So we'll have 8 normal executors, and the yellow ones will represent the heavy ones.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
No freeze at all.
No, but a pair of 2s. And there we go. Those misses as well. But the heavy ones are through.
Does a 6 do anything?
No, the 6s don't do anything special.
Okay.
But all the 3 damage shots have gone through.
Okay, so T5.
Yep, so wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s for the lieutenant.
Oh. 2.
So that is 2 at 3 damage and 1 at 2 damage.
So I'll do it 1 at 2 damage.
Yep.
5 up and roll. Saves it.
Yep.
And then I'll 2 at 3 damage. Fails both.
Yeah.
So I would kill him. So I'm going to spend 1
Yep.
and CP it.
Okay.
Nope. She does die. Does it explode? No. And then how many incubi come out? All of them. Okay.
Okay, so the Relic Terminators are going to unload it, what they have shooting-wise into the recently disembarked incubi.
Yep.
So that's 2 grenade harnesses, which are assault d6 each.
Okay.
So 6. So hitting on 3s will be 4 of them.
T3.
And T3, so wounding on 3s will be 3 saves at AP1.
If you won, so 4 ups. All saved.
All saved. Now we get the fun of the combi bolters, which are storm bolters in anything other than name. And they'll have 4 shots each for bolter discipline. So a whopping 28 shots.
Yeah. So I think we'll come back after that. Just makes like you will die. Okay, so you got 14 wounds for. I actually saved 11 of them.
So another large batch of 6s.
Only 3 actually died.
It's another 8 6s, man.
We like our 6s here. So I'm actually going to take away those 2. Those 2 there, just make it awkward for you. Okay. Any other shooting taking place?
I don't think so. I think all I've got left to shoot are plasma pistols, and they are decidedly out of range.
Okay. So on to charge phase then.
Yeah.
Are you going to charge me?
Oh, absolutely.
So what are you going to charge?
How far does Drazar heroically intervene?
3 inches.
Only 3?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case I think I'm going to charge your Venom and the Incubi while staying 3 inches out of Drazar.
So just the venom and the incubi. Yeah?
Just the Venom and the Incubi for
Okay. So you can't really fail it.
Nope, I would be
You
very
actually get
surprised.
double 1.
That is true.
I'm not overwatching.
So
yeah, 9 inches.
With 9, I think I'm probably
Yeah.
okay.
So do his movement. Okay, so he's got his charge in. No other shenanigans happening. So, into start of fight phase.
Yep.
So we got to roll for Torment to helm on Incubi.
Yep.
So what's your leadership?
My leadership is 9, I think.
If I beat your leadership, you fight last.
Yep, that's fine. Yes, it is 9.
9? So you roll 10. That's not a 10.
That is not a 10.
That means you're fighting first.
That means I'm fighting first.
Yep. So you'll do your power-ins, get some dice ready, and we'll
Yep.
come back. Okay, so here, what are we doing?
So I'm putting 4 of the Terminators into the Incubi,
Yep.
and 3 of the Terminators into the Venom.
Yeah. And I've lightning fast reactions the Venom.
Okay, so we're going to start with the attacks on the Incubi.
Yep. He wants them dead.
I need them dead. So hitting on 3s. No rerolls in sight.
T3.
T3, so wounding on 3s and re-rolling for lightning claws.
Not bad.
Oh, so that should be
Was-
plenty of saves.
11.
Yep.
6, 9, 10, 11. -2.
-2, so 5 ups.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Okay. And the rest of your attacks.
Yep. So we have then 12 attacks into the Venom. -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Again, no rerolls. Oh, that's shoddy. That's 4 hits.
That's what I like. And wounding on 5s.
Winning on 5s,
Right,
but
reroll.
with full rerolls. So that'll be 2.
-2, so to 6 up and roll. Takes 2 damage, down to 4. So it's rough it. So then my Venom gets to attack you back. So I get 2 attacks base, 3 attacks because of Drukhari trophies.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting on 4s. So we just check. Okay, so 6 attacks on the Venom until you tell me this. So hitting on 4s. Disappoint. Strength 6, but only wound on 4s because transhuman. 2 at -1.
2 at -1, so that'll be 2 3-ups. And one of them fails.
1 damage.
So that'll be
Venom,
this guy
come on.
ticking up.
I
Sorry.
can't help you.
Counting up, counting up.
Ah, spoiled my fun. Right. I think that's it for end of turn.
Yeah, I think so.
No morale, nothing for me, because what you killed, you wiped out.
Yeah, I made sure to finish the job.
Yeah. So end of your turn. You
Yeah.
score priority target for
I
3
do.
points.
The-
Os, 1 point for killing a character or vehicle,
Yep, but nothing in the middle.
and you failed morale.
And I failed morale.
And stubborn defiance, you don't score first round.
Nope, well, I only score it in my command phase anyway.
So starting your next turn.
Yep.
So that's points for Dark Angels. Then moving into Drukhari turn 2, I'm on 3 objectives to your 2.
You are.
So I'll score 15.
You do.
Now Drukhari turn 2 next. Okay, Drukhari turn 2. So over here, the Venom fell back. I spent 1 for tool dissection, so I can still shoot this turn. Jahaza and Incubi's just moved up for fun. Trueborn's disembarked here, moved on to objective to secure it no matter what. Ravager with his shock powers come over. Thinking about doing some Tokyo drifting in a minute. And Radio stayed on the objective in the middle. We've retrieved data in this back corner, so I've done 2 quarters now. And then over here, the radio will be 4 inches across, still on the objective, and then Incubi warriors, and then moved and embarked to transport again. Because we don't like being on foot. And all the boats come over, getting some line of sight onto the Dreadnought. It's a big threat. That's all movement, so we'll come up with shooting. Shooting phase. So start back here with a damaged raider, so stick his Dark Lance into the Dreadnought. So I'm hitting on 5s. Any shenanigans from you?
Nope.
No?
Nothing from me.
So,
Oop. Throwing dice everywhere.
so hitting on 5s. 1. Reroll for back hot. Misses. Moving on. Next raider. Dark Lance into him. Hitting on 3s. Reroll on the 1s. Reroll 1 dice.
You used all your 6s already, see?
Burning that dice. And then, oh, can you just measure 18 inches from that raider to that Leviathan?
Absolutely can.
To see if my open top's in range.
18 inches is there.
So I can, okay. So Dark Lance from the raider into him first. On 3s. Hits! Finally. Wounding on 3s. Fails to wound. We'll CP it. Wounds. So 1 minus 4.
So that'll be 5 up him then. Which he makes.
So then the open top, we'll stick the blaster and the rifles in. So blaster fails, but we roll for back heart. Fails again. And some rifle shots. I felt, yeah, I'll use all my 6s first round. 3s and then 6s because you're a vehicle. 1 save, no AP.
2 up. Makes it on a 6. Stop rolling these black dice.
That didn't go as planned.
Yeah, it did.
And the raider in the middle touch in. We'll go Dark Lance into Leviathan as well. Freeze. It's freeze the wounds.
Fails to save.
So D3 plus 3. So 5 damage becomes 4. So it's due to internal. The open top from that unit will go into the Terminators. So we've got a blaster. Freeze to hit. 4s because you're transhuman. Nope. Okay, and then the rifles. Freeze. We roll 1 for back heart. And 4s either way. 3 saves, no AP.
3 saves, no AP. On these guys here?
Yep.
Fine.
That did not go as planned at all. Still got the Ravager, but... shit, problem is Ravager into the Dread's only 1 damage.
Yes, it is.
So I think we might need to start picking off in the middle.
But you're also -1 damage in the middle as well. Because of Pennant.
Fucking Dark Angels. But I'm wound on 4s there, wound on 5s on the Leviathan.
That's true.
How many wounds has Levy got left?
10.
10 left.
10 left.
Oh, and he downgrades, so
He does downgrade, yeah, but
okay.
not until he's at 7.
That's made my mind up. Dizzy on from back here into him.
Yep.
Because I don't want him getting near me, because it'll be scary. So 9 shots. Hit on 3s. We roll 1 for back heart. 1 miss. Strength 5, so we know 5s.
Yep.
That's 3 at -3.
Okay, so 5 ups.
Save them all.
How does it feel, Martin?
It's not nice.
It's not, is it?
It's not nice.
It's not. It's
Second Ravager.
Yep.
We're going to Dread as well.
Same thing, yeah.
3s. Roll 1 for back heart. 5s. 3 more saves.
3 more.
-3.
I'll take that.
He's banged out the way dice.
I'm keeping these.
So then it's down to here. So let's start with the Venom. So Splinter Cannon into... Oh, how many wounds has he got left? 1?
He's got 1 wound left, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Splinter Rifles off the Venom first. Hit on 3s. Wound on 4s. Nothing. Splinter Cannon. 3s. We all 1 for back heart. 4s. 2 at -1.
3 ups.
2 damage
Ooh.
each.
So that's this guy dead. And we'll shove the other wound onto this guy back here. So 2 damage
Okay.
on that guy.
So then let's do the Trueborns. So we've got a Splinter Cannon in there. Hit on 2s, because they do suffer the penalty from moving shooting.
Yeah.
Do I back out that one? Yeah. Into 1. Force a wound. 2 at -1.
Makes them both.
Oops. The Blasters, 2 of them. 1 hit. 4s. 1 at -4.
And he fails.
D6.
Doesn't matter, he's only got 1 left.
And then all the rifles. 7, 14 shots because weapon fire. Hit on 2s. 2 miss. Force a wound.
Yeah, that's not very many. 4 of them.
4 saves, no AP.
4 2-ups. Fails 1.
1 damage. Then the Ravager here will stick his Dizzy Guns into him, I think. Yeah. Because I need him dead because I've got Herd of Prey. And although I'd like to keep one, I don't know if they can do it. So hit on freeze. We got 1 for Black Heart. And Force of Wound, just Transhuman, Shenanigans. 4 at -3.
That'll be 5 ups. Look at that.
Saving them.
There we go.
So 1 goes through 2 damage.
2 damage, so that'll be this guy dead.
Yeah. And we've got a Dark Lance from the Raider. That'll go into him as well. 2, 3, reroll Black Heart. Yep, and then Force of Wound, which Transhuman. Nothing. Okay. I think that's all the shooting. So on to your charges. The Raider will charge Contaminators.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to overwatch my Incubi.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 6. So the Raider's in. Then the Ravager's going to charge. And when do I do it? Shock Quell in the charge phase. So I spend 1 command. Well, I've got to make the charge first though. So I'll make it in on 4. Yeah.
Just about.
Just about. So I'll spend a command point for Shock Prowl, which is this one here. So if enemy unit is not a vehicle, which is not, well, 1d6 for each model in an enemy unit within engagement range of the Shock Prowl unit. For each dice roll it exceeds the toughness, it suffers a mortal wound.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's only 1 in engagement range, isn't there?
2, because of him touching.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
So 5 ups. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Oh. I'll tell you a story there. Last game, a Raider Tokyo drifted into a squad of 20 Gaunts against Paddy.
Yeah.
Killed 13 Gaunts with a Tokyo drift.
I like it. I like it.
So then Jahaza will charge.
Yep.
Isn't easy. Incubi will charge. And easy as well. So that's all my charges. Any shenanigans from you?
The shenanigan that I want to use now isn't the right time. So we're gonna say no.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Tormentor Helm.
Yep.
So you can't interrupt me. So I need to roll 10?
Yep.
11 or 10. So I beat your leadership. So everything here is fine before you.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yep. So let's get some dice. Okay, so starting combat over here. Jahaz is going to kick it off. So he's got 7 attacks. He's hitting on 2s. No reroll. Oh, you reroll on everything because he's roll trait until it fail. And then I am strength 5.
It's gonna be 4s anyway.
So 4. Oh yeah, I can't plus 1 to wound you neither, can I?
Nope. Oh, you did. No, you're still
No,
gonna be 4s.
yeah.
Still gonna be 4s.
So I would be wounding on 3s, but okay. Okay, so 3 of them are -3, 2 damage.
Okay.
The 6 is -4, 3 damage.
Okay, so let's do the big one first, yeah?
So yeah, -4, 3 damage.
Fails. So that's one guy dead.
And then they are -3, 2 damage.
Okay, so it makes 1 of them, so that'll be another guy dead.
Okay, so 2 dead.
Let's go. Ooh. Apologise.
Yep. And I'll just do my consolidate to there. And then the Incubi, they'll power in and attack. So now Incubi all enter to attack. All got the praise. So all hitting on 2s now because of the power from pain.
Yep.
No rerolls. Don't need it. Would be wounding you on 3s, on strength 6.
Yep. So
But-
4s.
Yeah. And that's bad.
So that's
Oops.
6.
Yeah, that was.
That's probably enough.
Right, but again, 1 is Super Saiyan,
Okay.
So that one's -4 3 damage.
And fails.
So 1 dead. And then the 5 others are -3 2 damage.
And dead. Twice over.
Yep. Boom. Lovely jubbly. Yeah. That is it for our turn, I believe.
I think so.
Yep. So end of my turn. I'm going up to 6 on priority target. Hard prey. I've done 3 table quarters. I've got now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You do.
So I can score 6 points on that.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 on rod so far. So we're looking for scores. So moving into Dark Angel's turn 2. You score 5 on the primary.
I score 5 on the primary because I'm only holding 1 objective.
Yeah. And Stubborn Defiance.
Stubborn Defiance, I get my first 2.
Yep. So then we'll come back.
And then we'll come back at the end of the turn.
Yep. Dark Angel's next. Dark Angel's turn 2.
So, for moving, we've moved this blob up. The Pennant of Remembrance is obviously on the Deathwing Knights at this point because there's no point playing it on himself. The Deathwing Knights themselves have not advanced, but the characters there have. Litany of Hate failed to be chanted, but Canticle of Hate is all good.
Yep.
The Leviathan has used Wisdom of Ancients to give reroll 1s to everything here.
Yep.
To hit, and it stayed stationary, so Grim Resolve will trigger, giving it +1 to hit. So now we're ready to shoot.
Yep. Do you know what you're going to shoot?
I've got a couple of ideas.
It's got many targets.
Drukhari are what I'm going to shoot. So I'm going to start by getting some raiders down, I think. So I'm going to put 1 storm cannon into each of these 2 raiders.
Okay.
Which are the undamaged ones.
Yeah, you've got 1 back here on 2
I've
wounds.
got 1 back there on 2 wounds. But I'm just going to go for crippling you so that you're moving at a snail's pace.
Yeah.
Because then I might be able to catch you with my 5-inch move terminators. So we'll go there. So it's going to be 8 shots each.
Okay.
And it's going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling, and then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So
Good.
pretty healthy, I think.
I'll lightning fast the back one.
Okay, so let's do the back one first then.
Yep.
So it's going to be hitting on 3s instead of 2s. And re-rolling 1s. Oh, that's a lot of 2s.
Oh, lightning fast paid off there.
Yep. So then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's 2. AP 1, 2 damage flat.
5 ups.
Pass them both.
That's double 6 mine.
That is double
That's
6.
double 6.
You and your 6s. I have to get rid of those dice. Take them away with me.
It knows. Blackheart dice knows.
They know. Alright, the close one.
Yep.
2s re-rolling.
There you go.
That's better. And 3s re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, full house. No, he's not.
Still managed to fail 4 of them.
What? 5 up in rolls, shot quick fields. 1 goes through.
Wow.
You remember a minute ago when you were saving all your dice rolls?
Yeah.
It's not nice, is it, when it comes back out?
They came around first round. Alright, okay. I can do this. So, what are we going to do? We are going to fire the heavy intercessors,
Yep.
the whole lot into your incubi.
Okay.
I think that's the best decision. So again, we're going to have 8 of the slightly weaker ones.
That's a lot of shots.
And foil high ones. In fact, the only difference between the stronger ones is the damage, so they don't have feel no pain
Nope.
or anything.
Nope.
So it doesn't really matter. Hitting on 2s because they didn't move, re-rolling 1s from the Dreadnought's Wisdom of the Ancient.
That's full house.
No, miss one.
Hot one.
Missed one.
T3.
T3, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s for the Lieutenant. Thankfully, re-rolling those 6 ones. The 2 is a flop. And so there we are. We have 8 saves to make.
Minus.
AP 2.
So 5 ups.
Yeah,
They're all dead.
that'll do.
They've done their job.
Oh, absolutely. That is pretty much my shooting done.
Okay.
Aside from a couple of plasma pistols, which are just going to shoot into the air for fireworks. So, doing some charges.
Do you know what you're going to charge?
I know exactly what I'm going to charge.
So do I think.
I'm going to charge these Deathwing Knights into that raider behind the building.
Yeah, because I'm touching it, you can basically charge the edge of the building.
Touch the wall. So I
Can't really fail.
get +2 to my charge. Yeah. So this is going to go pretty well, especially with an 8-inch, so 10.
So they'll get in, wrap the building so you can attack. Characters can't charge, you said, didn't
They
advance.
cannot. They're advanced.
Okay, so we'll come back in it when he's done his movements. Okay, so they're in.
Yeah.
He's got loads against the wall and the rest are spread out on normal objectives to deter me trying to nick it in there.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of space in there. Right. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens indeed. So, we are hitting on 2s for being Deathwing Knights. It's 6 maces that are in there.
Yep.
And with the shock assault, etc., then they will be working 3 attacks each. So that will be 18 with the maces.
Do I like them fast? I'm getting lightning fast just to try and be annoying.
Okay.
No. I wanted to die. I want you to start.
I want it to die, I want it to explode, and I want you to roll all of everything in it dead.
No, go for it. Kill me.
Okay. 2's to hit.
Yeah.
That'll be 17 hits.
T6.
So 3s. So that is, I believe, 13.
Minus
yes.
stupid.
Not stupid, but -2.
Yeah, so six ups.
6 ups, flat 3 each.
Do me a favour, just roll all them for me.
Just roll these.
Roll them for me.
Roll them for you.
Yeah, it's
They're
fine.
dead.
Does it explode? It
Yes!
does. Okay. That's good for me, bad for
it is,
you.
I know. It's just my luck.
So D3 mortal wounds onto your knights.
Yep.
For 2.
Yep.
Then I roll see how many of my guys come out. 6, 8, 10. Ugh. 3 die coming out, so you have 7 available. So I'll do that. Okay, so Warriors jumped out. Got 1 on 2 objectives there, so I still got obsec. But I lost 3 on the explosion.
Yep.
So, then morale for me is leadership 8, lost 3. So on a 6, I can fail.
Yep.
Fast on a 5.
The one on the floor was a 6.
Right, so then points for use it now?
Yeah, points for me. So I'm now in the middle for oaths.
Yeah, so you get 2 on those.
So I get 2 for that, and I haven't failed a morale this turn.
No, and you killed a vehicle.
And I killed a vehicle.
So up to 5 on those.
So up to there, and I
Failed.
get another 3 for priority.
Up to 6.
So we get 6, and stubborn defiance scores in command phase.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so then moving on to Drukhari turn 3. I'm on 3 objectives. 4 objectives. So you're 1.
You are.
Yep, so I scored 15 on
So
there.
we got another 15.
Yeah, so Drukhari next. Okay, Drukhari turn 3. So, over here, Jahaza embarked the Venom. The Venom is then moved and advanced up. On up his back objective now. The Trueborn Warriors has moved twice to get cover saves and have done retrieve data. Transport's just moved on to objective here. Warriors have stayed on to objective. Same back here. Over here, Rangers just moved across, eyeing up the Chaplain, because he's out in the open. And then all the Raiders there have come across, eyeing up the Dread. So we'll come up with shooting.
The opportunities haven't presented themselves.
Okay, so shooting, so starting back here. Dark Lance into the Heavy Intercessors.
Yep.
You spent for Transhuman?
I did.
Yeah, so I've vectored it as well. Should have done it first round, but before you had more shenanigans. So, Dark Lance, in on 3s. You are 1 for Blackheart. Hits. 4s, so 1 at -4. D3 plus 3.
I think I'll just have to take it because I'm not in cover.
Right, 1 dead. Then we'll move on to the Ravager in front. And that's going to shoot his dizzy guns across. So 9 shots, hitting on 3s. Reroll 1 for a bracket. And then it would be wounded on 3s, but wounded on 4s because transhuman. Oh, your toughness 5 here.
I am toughness 5.
Yeah, so I'll roll wound on 4s anyway. So 3 at -3.
Failed 2 of them.
2 damage each.
So that's another 1 there.
Yep. Venom can't shoot. So then we're going across into the middle. We've got the Ravager up on the walkways. And that's going to shoot into the chaplain.
Okay.
The isolated chaplain. So, hitting on 3s. You're 1 for back up. Not great. And strength 5, but you're transhuman.
Yep. Put it in the circle.
So 4, so 2 and -3.
Okay, so 4 up in buns.
Takes 2 damage.
Oh, it can take 2 damage.
Then the second Ravager on 4 will shoot him again. How many wounds has he got left?
He has 3 wounds left.
Oh, so hitting on 3s. We're going back up. We're going bad here. What's the wound? 2 saves, 1-3. They're on both. There's 2.
What else are you going to shoot me?
I can see that Dark Lance
Another
Raider.
Dark Lance, haven't you? Oh, let's take it.
And it's got the open top there as well if I want to.
Yeah, I know it has.
Okay, so from that Raider at the front there, I'm going to stick all the open topped into the chaplain. I'm going to save the Dark Lance. Right? So we'll do the Blaster, hit on 3s, reroll 1 for bracket, the hits, 4s, 1 and -4.
4 up in van.
Oh,
Makes it.
and the rifles. It's tense. So 9 rifle shots. In on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 4 saves, no AP.
Failed, so
So he failed to save.
I failed 1 save, but I'm going to CP reroll it.
Oh,
He still dies.
yes. Death by poison.
Death by poison.
Okay. So then that same Raider is going to shoot his Dark Lance into the Dread.
Yep.
So that one damage? Nope. So hitting on 3s. Hits. Wounds on 3s. Nope. We will command point that one. So wounds. So -4.
5 up in van. There we
Saves
go.
it. So then moving to, we've got 2 more Raiders there. So the closest one will do the open top into it.
Yep.
So the blaster from it. It's on 3s. Wounds on 3s. 1 and -4.
Oh, fails that one.
D6 damage. 4 damage.
Goes 3.
So yeah.
He is degraded.
And then the rifles. In on 3s. In on 6s. Good. Make 1 save, no repeat.
Makes it.
And then the actual Raider, which is Dark Lance. 3s. 3s wound. 1 -4.
Oh, fails that one.
D3 +3. 5 damage, so
Goes
4.
4. Oh, he's hanging on. 2 wounds left.
And then finally the last Raider back
Yep.
on 2 wounds. He's hitting on 5s. He hits.
Yes.
3's wound. Wounds.
Makes a save.
Oh. He tried. The guys on the floor here, because you're touching, I can see you through the windows there.
Yep.
So I've got 7 guys. So that's 1 blaster, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rifles. So the blaster, this on 3s, 4s because you're transhuman, 1 -4.
4 up in van. Fails.
D6.
There's gone 1 wound, so.
Ah. Oh no, it's done the wrong way around it. Right. It's 5 damage as well. The rifles, 3s, 4s, 4 saves, no AP, so 2 ups.
Makes the lot.
Okay. I think that's all my shooting.
I think so.
I'm not charging. Anything you will do out of phase rise against me for end of turn?
Can't heroically intervene with the knights, I don't think, as much as I'd like to.
Nope.
So...
No. No, nothing, no leadership on the Heavy Ancestors. They did lose enough, I don't think.
Nope, they did not.
No, so end of turn for Drukhari. Scoring 3 points on priority target up to 9, 6 points on hard to prey again, so up to 12,
Yep.
and I've got 3 retrieved datas.
Wow.
So then moving into Dark Angels turn 3, and only 1 objective still for 5 points.
Yeah.
But you do get Stubborn
I do get
Defiance.
another Stubborn Defiance.
No.
Another 3.
Okay. So Dark Angels turn 3 next. Hey, Dark Angels turn 3. What's happening?
Not a lot. The Deathwing Knights have kind of moved a little just to let the Ancient in, to give them a bit of protection. The Chaplain is an acceptable loss, the Ancient less so. So we'll leave him there. The Lieutenant has moved... Oh, my apologies. The Lieutenant has moved up with the intention of fighting Drazar one-on-one, which I'm sure will go well.
This Jahaza's coming up then.
The Leviathan has taken a step back. Still Wisdom of the Ancients for reroll hits, but he's taken a step back so he can take a shot at the Venom. And that's basically where we are.
Yep. So, on to movement. No, movement. Shooting. Shoot.
Okay, so we're going to start by trying to shoot the Venom.
Okay.
So, it's 5s because I moved, I don't get the +1,
Yep.
but I'm rerolling 1s.
Okay. You not got any pluses to hit me, you know?
I've got no pluses to hit you whatsoever.
Okay, so my -1 doesn't need boosting. Because it's Venom. No point lightning fast.
Exactly. So, 16 shots. Rerolling the 1s.
Sure.
Okay, so 5s, yeah?
Yeah, got -1 to hit.
So, 2, 4, 6, 7 hits.
Yep. T6.
So, 3s to wound.
Or T5 actually, I think. Still 3-0, right?
Rerolling the 1. Oh, no, the Lieutenant's well out of range. So that's 5 saves.
5 ups. 2 go through.
Two
Damage.
go through, so 2 damage each.
It's only on 4 wounds. I'm going to see hit. 5 up. Nope. It does it blow up. Nope. Does draw harder get out. No!
Yes!
No! Oh, Jahaza!
What a way to go. What a way to go.
Why, Jahaza? Why? Oh, that's just like, that's just disappointing now, is it?
Not for me.
Okay, so on to rest of shooting.
Yeah, on to rest shooting. So after that, fun times. The heavy incestors are going to lay into the Ravager over there.
So I shall lightning fast.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly reasonable. So I'm hitting on 2s. I've lost 2 of the guys, so there's 6 normal shots. And then the 4 from the heavy gun.
Yep.
So we would normally be hitting on 2s,
Yep.
but we're back to hitting on 3s.
Okay.
We are re-rolling 1s from the Leviathan, Wisdom of the Ancients. Though.
Okay.
So 3s re-rolling 1s, so that's almost all of them. It's all the big damage ones?
Yeah, just, you're -1, but you're still hitting on 4s, isn't he?
3s, because I get +1 for Grim Drive, so it
okay,
cancels
okay.
out. And wounding on your T6?
T6.
Yeah, so wounding on 5s, but re-rolling 1s.
I'll take that.
No re-rolls, but that is 4 through. So that's 3 that deal 2 damage and 1 that deals 3 damage.
Okay, so the 3 damage, 5 up. Nope. And the other one's 5 ups. All go through.
We'll go through.
So it's 9 damage
9 damage.
on 1 wound.
Oh, I'll take
Because
that.
that's nice.
And that brings my shooting to a close.
Can these guys shoot?
No,
Oh.
they have no guns.
Oh. What about the ancient?
He has a pair of lightning bolts.
Fair enough.
So yeah, combat.
Yeah.
So the Deathwing Knights are going to tear those warriors to shreds.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll literally just, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. You can do all your power-ins and stuff like that. You want
do
some movements.
Well, fair is fair. I'll move some through.
Yeah.
They don't really especially.
I'll tell you what. You might want to put one on the side to stop me nicking it again.
I'm going to do exactly that. In fact, just in case you get a cheeky shot in the neck, I'm gonna chuck 2 there. Properly block you off. And then it'll all be kind of a bit more this way, but the Ancient's still surrounded.
Yeah. Ideal. So, end of turn, yeah?
So that's the end of my turn.
So, you got priority target up to 9.
Yep. So priority target is up to 9.
Oaths you scored 4 points on?
Oaths I scored 4 points, yeah.
Okay.
Stubborn Defiance is clan phase.
Yeah, so still on 5 in there.
Falling behind a little on the primary, but my secondaries are still going strong.
Yeah. So moving to Drukhari turn 4, I'll score 15 on primary again to max it.
So max it out on turn 4.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
And then Drukhari turn 4 next. Okay, Drukhari turn 4. So over here, I spent 1 command point for swift outflanking. So I took the raider who was on 8 wounds and it's coming to reserve again to come on next turn somewhere. So I need to try and threat up backfield. Rangers just shuffled a little bit. Over this side, the Trueborn embarked the raider again because we don't like being on foot. And that's about it. Because I just need to try and shift them off the middle, but there's a lot of models there. And now Jahars have failed getting over there. Let's come on backfield threat minimised. So on to shooting. So starting over here, Ravenger on top of the walkways down into the Terminators. Or Deathwing.
Yep.
So hit on threes. We won ones. Oh, A1. Back up, all hit. Rune on 4s because you're transhuman.
Yep.
Only 3. 3 up minus 3.
So that'll be 4 up on the Storm Shields.
Oh!
Fail.
2 damage each.
Oh, 1 damage each.
Oh, okay.
So 1 dead.
Okay. And then second Ravager over there is going to do exactly the same. Of course, just let's whittle them down.
But hopefully less effective.
So hit on threes. We all want back up. Oh, there was 3. What have we got? 4s. Spare 1. So 6 minus 3.
Okay, 4 ups. Fail 2.
So 2 damage each, runs 1 damage each, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 3, 6, 9. So then Ravager here on 1 wound. It's going to shoot your heavy intercessors.
Yep.
So hit on 5s because bottom bracket. You're 1 for back up.
That's not bad, is it, really, for hitting on 5s?
Did you transhuman for 3 command points?
No. No, I don't.
We know
I definitely wouldn't have with you hitting on 5s, even if...
Oh, you're toughness 5, isn't it?
I am toughness 5.
Yeah, so 4s. 2 and minus 3.
2 at minus 3, so that'll be 6 ups. Well, I
2
still
damage.
makes 1. So, this guy is down 2 wounds.
Then here, the Dark Lands is going to do into your lieutenant.
Yeah, do it.
So,
Ooh, are those Terminators closer?
what, for your capsar?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, you got to be within 3 inches.
Doesn't matter.
So Dark Lands, hit on 3s. Hits.
Yep.
Does he have the transhuman?
Oh, I'm not trans. No, yes. Oh, sorry, yeah, he's in a circle.
Yes, so 4 up. No, I will see
Actually,
here.
He might not be.
Oh. Do I check on it? Okay, so I failed on reroll 1. Lieutenant doesn't have transhuman, so I'm going to spend 1 and command it. So 2. Gets it.
Gets it.
So 1 minus 4. Does he have involved for him?
Probably not. Probably not.
If you haven't given him nothing,
I've given him nothing, so
So
that'll
no.
be it.
so straight through, D3 plus 3, 6 damage.
Well, that'll do it.
Boom.
Pop.
My Jahaza dies in the shit way, all the time to die in shit way.
He was only out there to shoot Drazar. Let's probably charge him.
Okay, so then over here,
Yep.
the closest raider just open popped into the dread.
Yep.
So we've got a blaster in there. So hit on freeze. Hits. Wounds on 3s. Fails, can't re-roll that. And then rifles. 3, 6, 8, 9. 3s. I'll black hot one because I did it on Blaster. 6s. Nothing. So then the actual Raider. Dark Lance. Reroll, black hot. Still misses. And then the Raider behind it on 2 wounds. So that's one hit on 5s. Dark Lance at the Dread. Misses. Black Heart reroll. Misses. I think that's it. Losing firepower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. So, end of my turn, I get 3 points on priority target up to 12.
Yep.
Hard to Prey, I max it to 15.
Yep.
And I haven't done another retrieve data yet. So that's scores. Then coming into Dark Angel's turn 4. You're holding 2 objectives to my 3. So you scored 10 on the primary. And Stubborn Defiance, you're up to 10 on.
I am.
Yep, so Dark Angel's next. Okay, Dark Angel's turn 4.
Yep.
So you've done your points in the last turn.
Yep.
This round. And we've been talking, looking at the scores.
So we've come to the conclusion that the last point for Rod for retrieving Octavius data cannot be scored by the Drukhari.
No.
Because the Dread's still alive.
Yeah, I got.
And it body blocks.
I needed the Dread to die to bring that Raider back next turn, disembark it, and do Rod in that table quarter. But if he stays everything as it is, I can't get there.
Yeah, so the Raider comes in 9 inches away.
Yeah.
With
And
the
I've
forced
got
disembark, it's 3 inches,
Yeah.
but that's still within 6 inches of the other table.
And I've got to disembark 9 away from you as well.
That's true, yeah. So you just can't disembark close enough to
The stupid Dread
do
didn't
the
die.
action. Because of the stupid Dread.
Yeah.
And it's -1 damage.
Yeah.
However, saying that, even though we deny that, so we deny that from going to max out, Martin is still going to score a total of 93 points.
Yeah. As far as everything goes.
As far as everything goes.
Nothing bad happens.
Now, I fell behind too early, too fast on the primary. So even if I'm able to max out my primary at the end of turn 5, which is possible but unlikely.
Yeah.
I am likely, however, to max out all 3 of my secondaries.
Yeah.
So that would put me at an absolute maximum of 90, which is a loss of by 3 victory points.
Yeah.
So that is an incredibly close game.
Yeah.
But I've got to admit defeat.
Yeah.
There's
So-
no way around it.
So we'll just put the final scores up and then we'll come back with the in-game chat. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, so that's it for the game. So Drukhari finished on 9-3 to Dark Angel's A5.
Yeah, close one.
More close than I thought it would be, you know what I say?
Yeah, I was confident that I could do well on my secondaries.
Yep.
I'm happy to see that I was able to max them out. But I fell short on the primaries, and I think that largely comes down to the fact that there's no Ravenwing, there's no speed.
Yeah.
And competing against Dark Eldar, which are predominantly speed.
Yeah. And just dirty.
And just dirty in general. Losing the Hellblasters meant that I couldn't slow you down, so you were able to get onto the objectives.
Yeah.
And I just...
They was definitely a big target early game.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
And I kind of wanted them to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather that you were dealing with them than trying to shift my troops.
Yeah.
Because this unit of heavy intercessors was both my method of getting priority target. It was guaranteed 5 victory points a turn from the primary, and it was my Stubborn Defiance. So this unit here was a grand total of about 60 points, victory points. So if you're not shooting the heavy intercessors, then I'm happy.
I'm so fucking sad. Jahaza never made it there.
I am so glad.
What could have happened? What could have happened?
But I mean, realistically, if he hadn't died in the explosion, it was the Leviathan that was able to down the venom. So I did have the heavy intercessors to shoot him to pieces, which hopefully would have been somewhat successful.
But yeah, obviously, I haven't used Drukhari that much because or say I don't like this edition because I don't like fucking.
They have a bit of a reputation, I hear.
Because they're fucking up there and I've played against them, as you've seen, and it's disgusting. Dark Angels was actually like quite equal match for them.
Yeah.
Obviously. Dark Angels like the Russell armies at the minute. They're up there.
They're up there, and I think that their durability is really a testament.
Not level with Admech and
No.
Sisters and stuff, but they're definitely top of the Marine tier, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the Relic Terminators were able to pull their weight pretty early on.
Yeah.
Even if the Archon hadn't whiffed quite as dramatically, they would have got the kill back, and they would have been able to deal the damage on that objective.
Yeah.
And the Deathwing Knights obviously were, well, 2 of them died in the entire game.
Yeah.
They're tough. They're hard to kill.
I like the list. They say, like, obviously, everything's Terminators, everything's tough.
Yeah,
everything's just the speed on it.
It's the speed on it. I think that I like the Leviathan in the list.
Yeah.
Because it makes you stand back and deal with it.
Yeah.
Which means that you're not getting in the face of the heavy intercessors.
Yeah.
Which again is a big scoring point in this list. The heavy Hellblasters, do they need to be there? Probably not.
Yeah.
Would
that be something you would change, go forward to like a tournament?
I think so. I think what might be an interesting thing to play with is that the heavy Hellblasters could come out and be replaced with either another cheap unit of Terminators, cheap as in either dual lightning claws or the relic ones, which are surprisingly cheap for what they do, or another unit of heavy intercessors.
Yeah.
Because that's then another obsec choice. I still want the 10-man blob.
Yeah.
Because I think the 10-man blob for the secondaries and stuff is very good.
Yeah.
But potentially combat squad a second unit.
Yeah.
Maybe with the more shot, less damage profile.
What about like Terminators in deep striking for the backfield sort of thing?
The Terminators in Deep Strike is definitely something that I would consider, and something that I did consider actually for this game. Not so much the Deathwing Knights, because I wanted them in the mid, and well, if I'd left them in reserve and you knew I wanted them in the mid for oaths, you would have blocked off the mid, and I would never have got there.
Yeah.
But certainly the relic ones with the guns, Deathwing do have some stratagems for being able to deal quite a lot of damage on the deep strike.
Yeah.
So potentially either some cyclone missile launchers or some assault cannons in there. It is definitely a consideration, but again, against something as fast as Drukhari, would I get them where I wanted them, or would I actually be slowing myself down by putting them in deep strike?
Yeah. What do you think of Drukhari?
Oh, they're fast and they're horrible.
It's a bit different to what most competitive list is, which is like more witches.
Yeah.
And
the witches don't scare me as much as they probably should. I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be a ton of comments saying witches would tear this apart. But the fact that the heavy intercessors are in Gravis armor, so they've got the strat, that means that the 1 damage attacks, I get an extra armor save, which helps their survivability.
Yeah.
The Deathwing, they hit hard, and things like the flail on the Nightmaster didn't come into effect here, but it has wounds that spill over, so they hit at AP3, so you'd be on your invuln, which I know the witches have anyway. But each wound that does go through actually kills 2 witches.
I mean, I haven't got none of the dirty succubus builds and stuff like that. It's just an Archon has those are boats and dizzy guns on the lounges. Because nowadays everyone just goes all Dark Lancers.
Yeah, they did the damage, and the 2 damage. I mean, it worked out quite nicely because a lot of my army is resilient to the 2 damage stuff, as is things like Death Guard.
I still think the dizzy guns have a place. They're more expensive than Dark Lancers now. Dark Lancers are free.
I think they have a place.
But you see with the Hellblasters, that's what it's perfect for kill Marines.
They're very good for killing Marines. And things that aren't in Graves armor or aren't in Terminator armor and don't have the damage reduction. I mean, the problem that I think that they run into is when you go against lists that are heavy on things like Eradicators. Because they're hard to kill. You're wounding on 4s and you've got to get 2 through to kill them. Now, I still think that Hellblasters have a place, especially with Dark Angels.
I like Hellblasters.
A lot of people will argue that.
I take them when I play Ultramarines.
Yeah.
That and the banner.
They're fun. They're fun.
Kill me, I will charge you back.
They're fun. And heavy Hellblasters, I mean, we didn't get to see anything that they can do here, but heavy Hellblasters and Dark Angels for 2 CP are dealing 4 damage a shot. Now that's split fire the unit, and that's probably 2 crippled boats.
Yeah.
If not dead boats.
Yeah. I did get lucky on some of these boats, especially the first one. The levy shot last on 2 wounds.
I think that you need to change the channel profile picture to the shot of all those 6s. But yeah, it was a good game. I think it's easy to underestimate the toughness of the boats.
Yeah.
Because
and there's still 10 wounds.
There's still 10 wounds.
And a 5-up involved is a 1 in 3 chance of saving it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think that the changes to bring it down kind of work in favour as well.
Yeah, because only 1 point each.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can max it probably, but you got to kill every fucking boat.
You've got to kill every single one, and that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of wounds, especially when you've got access to things like lightning flash reflexes.
Yeah.
And just passive -1 to hit on things like the venoms.
Yeah.
Do slow it down. So I think definitely changes for the list is the idea of potentially dropping the Hellblasters for either more heavy intercessors, because I think they did well.
Yeah.
42-inch range is nice.
Yeah.
And 2-3 damage gun is very nice. They hold the backfield well. Against some matchups, I have not kept the heavy intercessors there. I've split them up and used the relic terminators to hold, because they have the permanent transhuman. But I think that either that or potentially dropping them for some Ravenwing threats.
Yep.
I quite like the Storm Speeder Hammer Strike for Ravenwing, because even though they're moving, so they're not getting the Grim Resolve benefit, what the Storm Speeders can do in Ravenwing, which is a nasty little trick, is they can make most of the fact that when they're in Devastator Doctrine, they're faster. Yeah. They can move up, they can unload lots of melter goodness and severely cripple something. They can then charge something. Yeah. Realistically, something that isn't going to Overwatch. And then after they make their attacks, which probably won't do anything, you can pop a Stratagem for 1 CP, I believe. It might be 2. And then they get to make their full normal move. Yeah. So it's basically hit and run from the old days. They don't get to attack you back first, and you get a free 16-inch movement just behind a piece of cover, because you fly.
Last Dark Angels game, it actually happened to me.
Oh, really? With a Talamaster by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the bike's actually done.
Oh, yeah.
But because he come in, and he stayed out heroic, well, I could have heroic intervened with Ragnar. Yeah. But if I did, he'd then leave back and Ragnar's in for an open. Yeah. I was like, you daddy.
Yeah, and you can play to that. I think that this list in particular plays well to the sitting at home with a lot of the list. So, the heavy
back objective and mid-table.
Yeah, back objective, mid-table. But I think, if anything, this game and the speed of the Drukhari has really shown me that it needs a bit more to be able to at least threaten those other objectives, or make you think twice, because it was an easy decision, wasn't it, really, for you to go for those other 2 objectives? Yeah. Because what was I going to do about it? Yeah. Shoot you with a Leviathan, which, bounced off you quite a lot.
Yeah. Obviously, this table quarter had all the Terminators in, so that's where all the Incubi were, Jahaza, Archon. Yeah. Took a while for them to get through it all.
Yeah, and to be honest, part of the reason why I made sure that the Terminators were away from this is because I knew that you'd need to engage the Terminators, and if you were engaging them over there, then you weren't threatening this backfield objective.
Definitely slowed me back. So yeah. Held me back long enough for you to get everything where you needed to be. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good game, enjoyed it.
Yeah, and don't roll a 1 to advance Deathwing Knights.
Yeah. Do I feel bad losing to Drukhari? No, because you asked for it.
I did ask for it. I did ask for it. You asked me what I wanted to play. You jokingly said Drukhari, and I said bring it on. I think were my words. Yeah. So I very much asked for it. I'm pretty happy with how I did, to be honest. Yeah.
He still scored like in high.
Yeah, 85 isn't a bad way to go in my first game against Drukhari since this.
And you say off camera, if I took engage, not hard to pray, maybe I would have been draw or loss even.
Yeah, because engage
was 3 points.
It wouldn't really have changed the way that the game was played. No, I don't think. But yeah, you wouldn't have got that fourth quarter at
Yeah.
any point, because any time you step foot in here, I would have shot you,
Yeah.
blown you away. As I did anyway, because I didn't want you in here.
Yeah.
So
if I got in that table, I mean 3 points. I was only really scoring 2 points a time then.
yeah,
So 5 turns, 2 points is 10 points.
10 points would have dropped
So
you down 5.
5.
Made it 88.
So then 88 to 85.
Which is then very close.
Very close with something
Very,
else
very
happening.
close.
That and maybe you're like more advanced in early games with Oaths
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. I mean,
Who knows? Who knows?
What I should have done is I should have CP rerolled that first advance, because moving those Deathwing Knights 6 inches doesn't achieve anything for me. But
Yeah.
you learn, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do from these games is learn and take something going forward.
Yeah. Right. So I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The handshake.
That's fine.
COVID.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe down below. And then no nasty comments, because we had some arguments on the last Dark Angels one.
Cool.
Right, until next time, cheers and go on.
Bye all.